Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the abstract, the purposes of this project is to study the awareness of UMS Foundation students of light pollution impact in their daily life, also the side effects of blue light on human, and the impact of light pollution on human physiology by applying the physics concept. The project was done by carrying out the research and online survey on UMS Foundation students on light pollution as an environmental problem. It shows that is more than half of these 50 students are using handheld devices in such a long period of time, and almost all of them have been using the electronic devices for more than 2 hours and above. Based on the survey, take frequent breaks and avoid from looking at the bright screen had been chosen to reduce the light pollution.
Introduction.
Pollution is a word that has been trending on the newspaper for a long time ago. This problem has never been solved despite many initiatives has been taken by the authorities and the public. Light pollution known as the contributing factors of pollution in this world, and basically it can be defined as the inappropriate or excessive use of artificial light on a daily basis. This pollution is known as the blue light effect, and it has been closely related to the human activities. However, people seem to be not aware of this type of pollution, even it can affect much of our health. The blue light will always be emitted by the electronic gadgets that were used by humans in their daily life. For instance, the smartphone and the laptop.
Problem statement.
Light pollution has affected most of the humans' health, and lots of people are complaining that their productivity is low. Eyesight and glare become worse after finishing their works until midnight. However, this situation occurs because they are not aware of the light pollution, or more specifically the blue light pollution emitted by the electronic devices that they are using every day. In this current situation, there are some UMS students, especially the SSC students, that don't aware of this light pollution. For that, this research is conducted to investigate the awareness of light pollution impact among the students, especially the side effects of the blue light on their health.
Objectives.
The first objective is to investigate the SSC students' awareness of light pollution impact on their daily activities. The second objective is to investigate the impact of light pollution on human physiology. The third objective is to investigate the side effects of blue light on human.
Literature review.
Humans started using light of the sun and fire. After that, humans came out with new invention around 4500 BC to 3000 BC with torches, oil lamps and candles as light sources in daily life. Until now, humans came out with new invention such as spotlight, ring light and neon light to fulfill humans' desire. The invention of artificial light shows that humans are eager to make light as one of the most important things in life. In recent years, excessive artificial light has joined the list of problem pollutions, and it can be classified as one of the anthropogenic pollutions, which means the pollutions are resulting from human beings of nature. In human physiology, these anthropogenic pollutions affect the circadian rhythms as a biological clock of human for a sleep-wake cycle. Based on research, artificial light at night can affect human health, increasing risks for obesity, depression, sleep disorder, diabetes, and breast cancer.
Methodology.
There are 5 steps. Firstly, research is conducted on searching the contributing factors of light pollution. Secondly, 8 questions were discussed among the group members. Thirdly, the questions that are suitable to be asked were written in a piece of paper. Fourthly, the question were created using Google Form and distributed to the student. And finally, the results were collected and analyzed.
Result.
This is our result. You can see here. So, the result that the first question that we asked is gender. Question 2, the data indicates the number of students who are aware of the light pollution that occurs around them. Only a small proportion of 9.3% were unaware of the existence of the pollution, while 51.8% equivalents to 24 students out of 54 students who are aware of the presence of light pollution around them. In question 3, the pie chart shows that 67.3% of students often hear about the blue light before only 32.7% of them see they had never heard of. Next, for the fourth number, 72.2% of students are highly reliant on electronic device because the pie chart shows most of them believe that the mobile gadgets are among the cause of light emission in our daily lives. The pie chart shows at question 5 how many hours students have spent using their mobile phones or any electronic device in a day. Most of them use their phone for 5 to 7 hours, while only 3.7% of students use the phone for less than 4 hours. Based on the evidence we have collected in question number C, a minimum of 15 students can regularly use their cell phones in a closed light, while 39 actors use handhelds when the lights were shut off occasionally. The result for the second last question, depending on the data received, 61.1% of students testified that their vision was worse than previously due to the use of electronic devices during the shutdown or at night. Other than that, 46.3% of students pointed that they feel weak in the morning, while 48.1% of students report that they not been able to sleep well during the night, for example, like insomnia, and 57.4% suffered a headache after using electronic device at night. The last question, this bar chart shows the most of the students, which is 35 students prefer to take a break to refresh our eyes, while 63% of students are more to avoid from looking at the bright screen of the closed light. And some of them, which is 28 students, also have an idea to install an app that filters the blue light. Is one of the ways to protect ourselves from being exposed too much from the blue light.
Discussion.
People nowadays are relying too much on electronic devices, when in fact these electronic devices such as smartphone, laptop or even tablet are giving so much consequences on human physiology. Big why? It is because these electronic devices have light emitting diodes that transmit blue wavelength light. What is blue light and why it can be so dangerous to us? So blue light is a visible light with 400 nanometer and 450 nanometer and is of concern as it has more energy than any other type of light and human eyes only sensitive to this visible light. Referring to the result we obtained from our survey-based research, there were 54 cumulative responses. And we found out that these 54 students have experienced many symptoms after using electronic devices for hours. But out of all the symptoms we listed, 61.1% of the students said that they have got eyesight problems. This is probably because 72.2% of them are sometimes using electronic devices with light close. Blue light from screens can decrease contrast leading to digital eye strain, which include the eyesight become blurry. Other than that, 57.4% said that they have got headache. According to our research, we found out that blue light was found to increase migraine pain. There's a specific neural pathway from the eyes to the brain that causes blue light wavelength to induce and worsen headache pain. The third highest percentage was sleep disorders with 48.1%. This is due to the fact that blue light can suppress the production of melatonin, which is the hormone we produce when we fall asleep. As we use artificial light such as blue light, our body's natural rhythms become confused as it detects the presence of the light, and our hypothalamus in our brain didn't get the signals from retina to start creating hormone sleep, which is the melatonin. That is why we are not be able to sleep. So let's talk about the suggestions to protect us from getting exposed too much from this blue light. So from our research, 64.8% said that the screen time can help. Increased amount of time spent in front of screens and take a frequent break make it easier for the eyes. It's also important for us to blink our eyes because as if you don't blink our eyes, the eyes dry out and cause to blurry vision and discomfort. Other than that, night lights such as red light also can help because it doesn't suppress the production of melatonin, like the blue light. By using this red light, it helps us to deal with sleep disorder and have a better quality sleep. Other than that, filters, computer glasses, anti-reflective lenses can also be applied. Computer glasses with yellow-tinted lenses block the blue light, prevent from getting digital eye strain. Filters, however, also decrease the amount of blue light given off from the electronic devices that could reach the retina in our eyes. So, therefore, it is really important for us to take a break and find a good way to protect us from this blue light.
Conclusion.
To recapitulate, almost all the students investing their time over electronic devices and think that phone and laptops contribute the most in the light pollution. Take frequent breaks and avoid from looking at the bright screen had been chosen as an alternative way in order to reduce the light pollution. With respect to adverse health effects, when humans exposed to light while sleeping or use their phones when the lights are closed, melatonin production can be suppressed, which can be lead to sleep disorders or other health problems such as headaches, feeling weak, stress, and lack of sleep. So that's all from us. Thank you.